Air assault.
They say it will be your hardest 10 days in the Army.
But what happens to the cadets who fail? Cadets who fail air assault risk obtaining a D for a military grade.
But military GPA also incorporates your skills in infantry tactics.
This leads to the question, does a cadet's military GPA correlate with their desire to branch infantry?
I am Cadet Carissa Choi, and I will be an experimenter conducting this study.
Hi, I'm Cadet Daniel Mattingly, and I will be an experimenter in this research study.
I'm Cadet Harrison Casmer. I'm here mostly to learn as much as I can, and just chill with other people. I hope to career in the Army and dedicate myself to German language and culture. I'm not German, but I have a passion for learning everything about their culture and customs. Next year, when I'm a cow, I hope to go to Germany.
I'm Cadet Roderick Cormier, and I'm one of the cadets being surveyed. I spend my free time practicing drill, shining my shoes, ironing my shirts, memorizing the Ranger Handbook, and reading the regulations. AR 670-1 is one of my favorites, and I'm so happy to be here. Hooah.
Oh, my fault. Alright, what up, y'all? I am Cadet Thomas von Eschenbach. I came to West Point to play football and football only. I don't really do numbers or school, things like that. I know defense. I know cover 2, cover 3, engage 8, QB, man spy, DB fire 2, even max man ice. So I go on for days about defense. I came here to play football.
To find some answers, we conducted a study.
We observed that those with a high military grade participate in activities that have a strong similarity to taking the infantry branch.
We predicted that those with a higher military GPA will have a stronger desire to branch infantry. In order to test our hypothesis, we decided to do a correlational study to examine the relationship between military GPA and having infantry as your number one branch choice.
The study's predictor variable is military GPA. The criterion variable, which is what the predictor variable is predicting, is the cadet's number one branch preference. Considering that this is a correlational study, we didn't have a controller experimenter. Instead, we just decided to choose one class to observe.
Since the plebe class does not have GPAs until the end of the semester, our next choice was the yearling class. We chose this class to be a representative sample under the assumptions that the recruiting standard for each class is the same, and thus the results will represent West Point as a whole.
We took ethical considerations into account for this study, as no one wants their GPA leaked to the entire school. So we just decided the best way to gather data for this study was through an anonymous survey sent to the entire yearling class.
Schmutz. Yo, I got an email for a survey. Let me fill it out.
Oh my gosh. I received a notification. It's a survey. I better fill this out.
Yo, holy cow. Dude! I got a notification for a survey. Let me fill it out real quick.
We predicted that there would be a positive correlation, that a higher military GPA would mean a stronger desire for cadets to branch infantry. But when interpreting the results, we actually observed the opposite.
The three graphs show positive, negative, and no correlation. In the graphs, the x-axis represents military GPA and the y-axis represents desire to branch infantry. In the positive correlation graph, this would mean that those with a high military GPA would slot infantry as their number one branch choice. In the negative correlation graph, the higher the military GPA, infantry would not be their number one branch choice. The no correlation graph shows that military GPA has no effect on a cadet's desire to branch infantry. Our results were similar to that of the negative correlation graph, with those who have a high military GPA not desiring to branch infantry.
Thank you for being a part of the communicate step of research design by watching this video. In our next research video, we'll be conducting an experiment on cadets with high military GPAs to see what variable allows them to excel, so that you can have a high military GPA too.